Hello, it's August 19th and I'm down at Long Beach and we're going to go for a little ride. Let's see where this takes us. This version of the video is where I talk throughout the video. If you'd rather watch with just the natural ambience, there's a link in the description. We'll go down this little access path to the beach. It's a pretty cool view, especially for those in a wheelchair, because I can get a much closer view than is typical. We got to our right, we got the beautiful harbor. And to our left, we have Long Beach, which stretches out for a long ways. I fixed my scooter this last time, so now I've got much less rattling sounds than before. I'm anxious to hear how it works. Before I had 4 seat clamps, and they all had little arms on them that were rattling all around, so it made a lot of noise. Now I put bolted clamps on, so it shouldn't do any of that rattling sound. My dad used to have a boat in this marina. It's a fun little thing to be able to spend the night in a boat. I did that once when I was younger with my girlfriend. Granted, when I say when I was younger, that could mean yesterday, because I was younger yesterday than I am today. So here we are, with all the nice people fishing. I'll raise the camera up when I stop down here so that you can get a better view. They got a fun little thing out there in the beach. Looks like a playful area for children. Never seen that before. Got some iconic buildings down here that have been here for many, many years. Just verifying, I'm starting off with 4 battery bars. Hey, sir. So we're all good. First few times I rode this do-it-yourself custom scooter, I didn't have it fully charged and it caused me problems. Done some really cool drone flights down here before. It's a pretty view. Just flying along the ocean, along the beach. My goal is to go to the end of the walkway or the bike path, then turn around and come back. That'll take us beyond Belmont Pier, I think is the pier down there. We'll go beyond that and then continue to the end of the bike path. The name of the pier is Belmont Veterans Memorial Pier, and I messed that up several more times in this video. Sorry. So yeah, I haven't been out to the beach for a while, so this is nice. If you can look over there to our left, you see the Long Beach Arena, Used to go to concerts there when I was young. I don't know if they still have concerts there. But all of that painting on the outside of the whales and stuff was done by Wyland many years ago. He's a marine artist. Wonder if he's still alive and well. We'll head just a little bit over that direction to give you a view of it. Then we'll head towards Beaumont. There it is. A beautiful round arena. And I've seen some amazing concerts there back in the 80s. Fun times for sure. I remember once when my brother brought me there, and he took me out of my wheelchair to carry me up to my seat. And he tripped going up the stairs and dropped me and broke my toe. I should tell him about that again soon. So in case he thinks he's totally forgiven, I can bring it up again, just to show him that I still remember that broken toe that I couldn't feel because of my paralysis. I think it was Sammy Hagar we were watching back then. The Red Hot Rocker. We got another beach access route out here, which can take us a little bit closer to the beach. But I don't think I'll use that today. I already gave you a beach view. We're going to be driving in third gear today in this fine little $175 scooter with a homemade attachment. Third gear gets us up to 15 miles per hour. And if you're wondering why I don't have a scooter that goes 30 or 40 miles per hour, it's because I would probably kill myself. 15 miles per hour is a good maximum speed. And off we go. It's a beautiful morning. Oh no, I'm going to run into a car up here. Let's play chicken. Let's see if I can just go right into his grill and see if he gets afraid. Nah, I won't play chicken. I did give him a peace symbol though, to let him know that we're living in a world where we get along. So definitely it's quieter since I replaced the C-clamps with all of those rattling arms on them with what I did. But there's still some noise. So I apologize that I can't give you a perfectly quiet ride, but that's how it goes. As you're listening to me talk and thinking that it would be nice to ride along this path without me talking, understand that on the trip back, I will create a separate video, and on that video, I will not say a word. You'll be able to enjoy this place without listening to me. There's so many things I got to get right on the scooter and the microphone and the camera. I kind of am glancing up at it right now, trying to make sure and remember if I did everything or not. It all looks good. I think we're in good shape. If you look out into the ocean, you'll see what looks like islands out here in Long Beach. And what those are is oil places where they have oil underground that they're bringing up to the surface. And to try to keep it from looking bad, they sort of gave it the look of islands. I've flown my drone over them before, and you see on the inside of those little island facades is just a whole bunch of the machinery used for the oil rig. I used to do this little trip here in my wheelchair without the scooter, and it was quite a challenge. Now I'm doing it and enjoying the ride, but not getting as much exercise. Okay, we have two options up here. Stay on the bike route or go onto the sidewalk so you can get a better view of the beach. And I am going to opt for going on the sidewalk. It sounds like the best thing to do. But I will show you this beautiful art over here. So if you look to our left, you'll see something that was created, and I don't know if it's ever been anything more than art, but it's been there forever. So it's not like there's any real entry points or anything. It's just cement on the wall that gave them a way to create art for the area. Kind of pretty. Okay, now we're going to go on the sidewalk to get a look at the beach. There ain't enough room on this road for the two of us. I should tell that guy up there. I think there's room for both of us.
Yeah.
I was going to tell him he's missing one of his wheels, but he was on the phone, so I don't think the humor would have come through. I have a very big love for the ocean. I wish I could walk down into the water like I used to be able to. But being in a wheelchair sort of takes that option away. But at least I can get this close to it and look at it. And imagine walking into the ocean, feeling the waves against my skin. Walking along the ocean, feeling the wind in my hair. Walking along. Excuse me. That pier up there in front of us is Belmont Pier. I think it's Belmont Memorial Fishing Pier, but I'm not sure. I think that is it though. Seems like if it was Belmont Memorial, I would at least be able to remember it, because that's what memorial means. But You know how it is. First thing you lose when you're getting old is your memory. And the second thing is, what were we talking about? Looks like there's no path over there. Saltwater deck. If you want some nice food. And they're open. They don't make fast food. They make great food. As fast as they can. That's nice. I think that's good enough. I think that there's somebody having fun. Either that or somebody being tortured. For a while in my life, my love for the beach made me collect small little jars filled with the sand from different beaches. And yes, I have some sand from this beach. I have some sand from Cancun. I have some sand from Key West. I have some sand from Playa del Carmen, from Acapulco. I have some sand from Puerto Vallarta. Sand from Panama. And some of the Caribbean islands I've visited from cruise ships. Now, the older I get, and when I'm looking back on my collection of all this sand, I'm wondering what good it is. So, yeah. Things you tend to collect at some point in your life become of little value after a while. I heard there's stages you go through in life. At first, you're collecting as much as you possibly can. And then in the middle, you're holding on to everything you've collected. Then at the end, you're trying to get rid of as much as you can. And I think it's kind of true. I've got a house full of so much stuff. Recently, I was imagining what it would be like to live in a boat, like without a house. And everything that you have in the world, all that is important to you, fits in like the cabin of a 27-foot boat. And as much as that seems like it's missing out on all the stuff that I have, it seems a little bit liberating to be able to figure that everything you have fits in that small 4x8 space. I have a house that's 1,300 square feet plus a garage, and it's stuffed full of stuff. It's funny, the word stuffed. Like you can stuff something full, and what do you stuff it full of? Stuff. So you'll notice here on the right, this is for those people that have to go to the restroom. They are able to use this facility to accomplish that. So yes, if you're coming to the beach and you'd like to go to the restroom, this is the place you need to come. Oh my God, I can see Belmont Memorial Fishing Pier. We are almost there. This little scooter is crazy as far as steering it. I mean, it works really well with two hands. If I let go with one hand, the wheel wants to go back and forth, and I think that it would cause problems. So I got to be careful when I let go to scratch my nose or something like that. Live and learn. So here we're coming up to a sign that says I, and then it has a heart, and then it has LBC. So I suspect that means I love Long Beach City. But I honestly don't know for sure what the C is. It must be city. Oh, maybe it's I love Long Beach cats. That's what it is. Yeah, I love Long Beach cats too. Bellflower cats, they're not nearly as good as Long Beach cats. Meow. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now approaching Belmont Memorial Fishing Pier. Please keep all arms and legs inside the boat as we approach. This is it. We'll take this little walk a little slower. Give you a chance. Hey, how you doing? Give you a chance to see the pier. The pool. We like our sailing down here in Long Beach. If you look out on the water, you'll see somewhere around 10 boats out there sailing along. You also have a horizon scattered with shipping boats, because there's a lot of shipments dropped off here and picked up here every day. Way over there to the right, you'll see a lot of cranes and stuff for the boats that come in so they can pull off the shipping containers. And if you see over there to the right also, a little white dome, that used to house the Spruce Goose, that famous airplane. Though it doesn't anymore. I'm not sure where that airplane is. Now that little area is the place where you walk through when you're going on a cruise ship. They used to have a walkway down to the left over there. You can see the gate where it used to be here. And I used to go down there in my little wheelchair and sit right down by the water, which was kind of nice. But something happened. I guess they removed it. Give you a better view of the boats. It's a nice wind today for sailing. It appears like that's a group. It's not just random people sailing, but they must have a little sailboat group, and they're kind of going on a path together. My dad and two of my brothers took a little 27-foot sailboat all the way from here down to Cancun, I believe, kind of as a challenge. They had some really tough waves and stuff and storms during that process. But everybody lived, so it must have been a good experience and something that now they can tell their kids about. When I was all of 6 years old, my dad was building a huge catamaran, which is a boat with two bodies connected together. And that was in the backyard. And we used to always go out there and play around it and stuff. But we were poor people when we were young, and one way or another he didn't have the money to finish it, so he ended up abandoning it. But it was a big part of my childhood, going to the backyard and seeing a huge boat that my dad was building. I think he had a dream of just living out on the ocean. It's a very nice day. We're actually traveling downwind right now because the wind is coming off the ocean. So I don't feel any wind at all at this speed, so I must be matching the speed of the actual wind. Kind of cool. We're going to continue this same direction before we head back to the marina. My goal is to go until this bike trail ends and then turn around, say goodbye, and then take the trip back without talking. So we get two views in one. Actually, it's four views in one, because I'll end up posting the 360-degree video, and then I'll post a TV version of both of the speaking trip, and then do the same thing for the quiet trip. So yeah, YouTube probably hates me. It's like, geez, enough already. But hey, just trying to help you all out, help you find something you enjoy. Driving along the beach in my wheelchair scooter. Looks like the boats are going faster than me. They're ahead of us. There's a cool pool over here. A city pool. I suspect there's an admission fee. Isn't that funny that people would go through the effort of going into a pool when the ocean is just right there? It's kind of funny. I get looks occasionally from people because they wonder why this man is wheeling along in his strange contraption talking to himself. But there's a reason for it, and that is that I am crazy. And I'm talking to you guys, not to me. Okay, let's go maximum speed. Hey, another cool thing coming up is a dog beach. We have certain beaches where dogs are allowed, and other beaches where you're not allowed to bring your dog out. What we're coming to right now is a beach where dogs are absolutely allowed. This is called, what is it called? Roasties? I can't read it. Dog beach. But as you can see, there's dogs, and they can run and play in the sand. I'm still looking for a cat beach where you can see all the kitty cats running and playing in the sand. Now that's a beach right there. There's still some noises in this scooter, even though I replaced the C-clamps. So I'm anxious to hear how it sounds once I'm listening to it on the computer. We might just have to live with the noise. Ooh, another one of those amazing buildings where you can go to the restroom. Hey, let's go out there. That dog scared me, startled me. I wasn't afraid of a dog, but the sound startled me and I jumped. There it is, the sand right there. You too can come to Long Beach, California. Just get in your car and come. It's a cool little restaurant. It's got a cool feel to it. The music kind of goes along with the style of the restaurant. They advertise having wine all day long. Somehow, I think when you come down to Long Beach, what's most important is having wine all day long. This waiting till nighttime to drink wine, that's just not gonna work. Yeah, I gotta admit, having a scooter is definitely limiting my exercise I do. Somehow I've got to overcome that problem and leave the scooter home sometimes. I'm getting old. Exercise is important. Wow, that didn't take long. It's funny, it felt like such a big adventure doing this on my wheelchair. This is the first time I've done it in the scooter. And it's all like, we're done. You know what this means? Since I'm getting ready to turn around, you guys are almost done hearing this voice. So on the way back, I will not be talking. So if you'd like to watch this same path without hearing the noise, then just look for a similar video on my channel, okPablo. So sometimes people ask me about how I came up with the name okPablo. And basically I used to be a collector for the mob. And I'd go out to people's house and I'd say, "You gonna give me the money or I'm gonna bust your knees?" And they'd say, okay, Pablo, we'll give you the money, we'll give you the money." So yeah, we're gonna stick with that story. That's how I got the name. Okay, that's it. I hope you enjoyed the little ride. And again, if you'd like to watch it without me talking, look for that video on my channel. There will likely be a link in this video for a standard TV version, for a 360 version, and for the non-talking version. Take care.